Make sure your intention, this is number one, make sure your intention for attendance is sincerely to benefit yourself and your religion. Number two, lower your gaze while walking through the halls and at all times. Indeed, one of the elements that assist a student in his quest for knowledge is taqwa. My dear brothers and sisters, when you walk through the corridors and you see the opposite gender, lower your gaze. Lower your gaze. Imam al-Shafi'i said to Imam Ahmad, and Imam al-Shafi'i was a teacher of Imam Ahmad. Imam al-Shafi'i said to Imam Ahmad, I see that Allah Azza wa Jal has bestowed knowledge upon you. Allah has blessed you with knowledge. This is the teacher saying this to his student. Imam al-Shafi'i was one of the teachers of Imam Ahmad. So Imam al-Shafi'i said to his student, Imam Ahmad, he said, I see that Allah has blessed you with knowledge. Do not extinguish it with the darkness of sin. Do not extinguish it with the darkness of sin. So individuals allowing their gaze to wander is a means of them not benefiting from the knowledge. 3, purchase all materials needed. Books, notebooks, pens, recorders, before attending the conference. Yes. The scholars mentioned that, and you have actually books written by the scholars on writing knowledge. Imam Khatib al-Baghdadi has a book called Taqyid al-Ilm, writing knowledge. Right? When you hear these benefits, you want to write them. Because how can you pass it on to others if you don't remember it? It's also mentioned, we'll mention just 2 things in writing knowledge. Remember the statement of Abu Hurairah? Abu Hurairah, who narrated the most hadith of the Prophet ﷺ, said, I have memorized the most hadith from the Prophet except one companion. Abu Hurairah saying this. He said, I have gathered the most number of hadith from the Prophet except one companion. Then he said, Abdullah bin Amr bin As. He used to write and I did not write. That's what Abu Hurairah said. So Abu Hurairah radiallahu ta'ala anhu is saying, I've gathered the most hadith, but there's one companion that has more. And the reason why he has more is because that companion used to write and I did not write. And that's Abdullah bin Amr bin As. Abdullah bin Amr bin As used to write what he heard from the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Abu Hurairah didn't write. He used to hear it and memorize it. Likewise is mentioned, we know the great scholar of hadith, Imam al-Bukhari. Imam al-Bukhari, who died 256. One of the greatest scholars of hadith. We all know Sahih al-Bukhari. Imam al-Bukhari, it's mentioned in his life story that he used to get up throughout the night. One of his students said more than 12. He said, I stopped counting after 12 times or something. That Imam al-Bukhari would sleep. And while he's sleeping, he gets up, he writes a note, and he goes back to sleep. And he gets up and he writes a note. And his student asked him, why are you doing it? He says, because I felt if I continued to sleep, I would forget by the morning. I would forget by the morning. So Imam al-Bukhari, sleeping, waking up, sleeping, waking up, writing notes because he feared forgetting it. Number 4, find a group of serious individuals to review with during breaks and at night. Good companions. My dear brothers and sisters, if you want to be serious in seeking knowledge and benefiting, don't hang around people that just talk all night. Talk in the corridors, talk. Be around individuals that benefit you. Be around the type of individual that when you leave them, you think about Allah Azza wa Jal. It's mentioned in the books of the Salaf. They say, when I used to see it, like Hammad bin Zayd or Hammad bin Salama, people said, when I used to see him, I used to think about Allah. That's the type of people you want to be around. Not the people that are talking about this and talking about that. Those are the type of individuals you want to keep yourself away from if you want to benefit from your time. Number 5, do not gather with others except that there is some religious benefit. Number 6, try to sit close to the speaker, as it was mentioned in which hadith? Jibreel. Excellent. Number 7, if you find yourself falling asleep during a lecture, change your sitting space. Actually, this was something that our scholars implemented. Sheikh Uthaymeen, rahimahullah ta'ala, who died about 23 years ago, Sheikh Uthaymeen, Sheikh Muhammad ibn Salih al-Uthaymeen, when he saw someone sitting in a lesson, what would he do? Tell them to do what? Stand up. Sheikh Uthaymeen would say, you, stand. And then the person just stands. And then Sheikh Uthaymeen continues to teach. Then he looks back. You good? Okay, sit down. Sheikh Uthaymeen, rahimahullah ta'ala, that's what he used to, and Sheikh Muqbil used to do as well. Sheikh Muqbil used to do it as well. Sheikh Muqbil, and I didn't sit with Sheikh Muqbil, I met him, but I did not sit with him, rahimahullah ta'ala. Number 8, sisters with children, and this is 13 years ago. Number 8, sisters with children should take turn taking care of each other's children. And we mentioned an example of that. If there's a group of sisters with children, right? So they say, okay, you take the children today to one of the sisters, and the other ones attend this gathering. And then the next gathering, that sister takes care of the children, and now she takes care of the children. This is from the sisters assisting one another upon righteousness and piety. Number 9, a student should review the information taught before going to sleep at night and in the morning. This will help a person to preserve what he has heard during the day. So this is something important. Review the knowledge. Review your notes. And another reason that's important is because maybe you misunderstood something. So if you review your notes, you can come the following day and raise your hand and say, listen, you said such and such, I would like to ask you about it. But you would only do that if you review. You'd only do that if you review. Number 10, and this is some of the points, after the conference is over and a person returns home, it is important that for the next few days or the week, the student reviews the knowledge that was taught. So review the knowledge. Remember, even like Umar ibn Khattab, radiallahu ta'ala, how he had a companion from the Ansar. So Umar would work one day, and his companion would sit with the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and then they would come together at night and review knowledge. Come together at night and review knowledge.